Hi guys, it's Jean here, and I'm just doing a video update for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about something a bit different to what I normally talk about. I'm normally speaking about women, women empowerment and things like that. But recently there has been a lot of controversy going on my blog and on my Facebook wall. And the thing is, I'm not going to let this go. Okay, I'm actually going to address it the best way that I know how to, because the thing is, this issue has been going on for quite a while. Okay, I am with Nino, and Nino is from Ghana, and Nino is a dark-skinned Ghanaian man. And the thing is, over probably the last 6 months, I've been constantly bullied and attacked and called all sorts of derogatory names by quite a number of Zimbabwean men who are mocking me and belittling me, saying, how can you be with a man who is so dark-skinned? It's almost like I'm doing something despicable. And initially, I was just letting this go, okay? Sometimes I would see pictures of me and Nino, maybe in a Zimbabwean paper, and then the comments would just be absolutely horrible and just so insulting. And most of the comments have the theme, he is too dark. And why on earth are you with a dark man? And these are Zimbabwean men who are mocking another man, an African man, for having dark skin. And I'm not going to let this go, guys, because I think some people need to be educated. I actually think it's very embarrassing, and I think for Zimbabwean men to go out there and flaunt such slave mentality as if it's something to be proud of, it's not something that I'm going to let go. I'm actually going to talk about it. The reason why now I'm coming out and speaking about this is because just a few days ago I just posted a picture of Nino and some pictures of us together, and I'm telling you this, they were like, I don't know, probably 10, 15 comments just coming through in a row, and people were just saying the most awful things, very offensive stuff, very vulgar stuff based on the color of his skin. And in Zimbabwe right now, within the Zimbabwean community, there's kind of like a theme going on. The whole of 2015 was about learning, and people were calling it Gore Redzidzo, meaning the year to be learned, the year to enlighten yourself and to learn something new. And we are now in December. The year is not over yet, and I know we've got like a few days in December, and I am challenging Zimbabwean men, the majority of you guys. I know it's not all of you, because there are some Zimbabwean men who are really, really good men, who are very intelligent, who are enlightened. But unfortunately, okay, even the Bible says a little leaven just spoils the whole dough, okay? Now, my impression, according to my own experiences with Zimbabwean men, especially in regards to me being with a Ghanaian man who is dark-skinned, has not been very good. I have been mocked and bullied, as I've said before. And I want to take this opportunity to educate you guys, okay? To educate you, because it's Gore Redzidzo, and I feel you need to be learned about this. I actually think the thing is, in this day and age, in 2015, to find a group of people representing a country feeling comfortable to mock somebody because the pigment on their skin is darker is something that is very shameful, and it's something that needs to be addressed. And for some reason, I find that Zimbabwean people, especially men, they have this notion and this ideology that light skin is more beautiful, and even they've got this thing that they seem to think that women who are light skinned are more prettier, and the men actually bully other men, they mock other men, they belittle other men. That is why the majority of Zim men have no confidence. They have no confidence in themselves. You will not see even a dark-skinned Zimbabwean man just looking good and feeling himself and knowing who he is. Okay? When you go to West African countries, the reason why some and a lot of Zimbabwean men are intimidated by maybe Nigerians or Ghanaians, Nigeria and Ghana has got a big population of dark-skinned people. This is where the rawness of black skin is. And one thing that I've observed over time is that the men there, they are very confident with themselves. They don't see anything to be embarrassed about being a black man with proper dark skin. They are confident. You see them, out there looking good, taking pride in their appearances. Look at the dark-skinned Zimbabwean men. Guess what they do? They go and compete for Mr. Ugly. The past 2 weeks, Zimbabwe was making headlines, okay? Headlines for having the ugliest man on the planet. Never mind Africa. And this ugly man was called ugly actually because he's got very, very dark skin. The guy wasn't even that ugly, but he was called ugly because he's got dark skin. Why? Zimbabwean men seem to think if you've got dark skin, you're ugly. And I think that is something which is so shameful. We are now living in an era in time where black people are actually waking up to who they are. It's like there's a movement within the black community worldwide where people are now realizing that there is power in being black. They are now understanding who they are. They now know who they are. And that's even why right now one of the most beautiful women, the most successful woman in the world, Lupita Nyong'o, is a very dark-skinned woman. Zimbabwean men, please, gone are the days, okay? Gone are the days when we were in, you are now going back to the colonial times. Though we are now living in post-colonial times, your mentality is still colonized. For you to think it's something prideful, for you to actually come with your Facebook name and picture and mock Nino for being a black, dark man who knows who he is, who knows how to look good, who knows that he is black and is very proud of his skin. For you to come on my Facebook wall and mock him for being dark-skinned. And the thing is, when I was looking at the pictures of these men who were coming on my wall and saying, hey, this guy he's so black, oh, he's so ugly. And then I would click on your pictures and I'll be thinking, oh my goodness me, like really? Like really? The way I understand things is for you to be able to look at somebody and even call them ugly for being dark-skinned or whatever you want to say you're ugly, I think you need to have looked in the mirror yourself and know yourself before you can look at someone and call them ugly. Okay, and I'm not trying to belittle Zimbabwean men here, but the truth of the matter is you are not really on the high pedestal yourself when it comes to being the man, being well-groomed and looking The honest truth is you are not up there yourself because you have no confidence. You have no idea who you are. You even think having dark skin is a shame, okay? And the whole thing is a disgrace to the whole world. That is why you are known for being the country with the ugliest men on earth, where the men are even fighting for the ugly throne. The definition of the word ugly, it means to be displeasing to the eye. And here is a country that is taking the throne and saying, you know what, we are ugly in Zimbabwe, the men are ugly. Honestly, isn't that something shameful? And for someone to even come up with the whole Mr. Ugly contest and taking men, I was looking at the men who were participating in this contest. They were just dark-skinned men. And they even went as far as to enhance their ugliness, knocking off their teeth, wearing torn clothes. Like, really? I'll tell you something. Take that Mr. Ugly to countries like Nigeria and countries like Ghana. You will not find men queuing up and fighting for the ugly throne. Because even the darkest of the darkest men, they know how to look good. They take pride. They enhance their beauty. And black in Nigeria is good looking. Black in Ghana is good looking. And I also want to educate you, Zim men, on, I was talking about education, enlightening you guys. I even want to tell you about the health benefits of having dark skin. The reason, I think you've heard of the term black don't crack. People with dark skin actually age less. They don't age as people with lighter skin. And this is a scientific fact that has been proven. It's not a myth, it's a fact. Black people, the more darker your skin is, the more younger and the more fresher and the more radiant you look. When you go in the sun and the sun goes on your skin, even with white people, Their body naturally, when they go in the sun, their body naturally releases more melanin. That's why they get the tanning, because their body is trying to fight the sun. Black people are less likely to get skin cancer. Why? Because of the power of melanin. Okay? So these are some of the basic things that I think you guys have no clue about. You've just been taught by the white man that, you know what, black is ugly, or black is not good, and you think it's something to flaunt all over the world, to despise your own men. And this is the last time I am going to take any nonsense from you ignorant people mocking me for being with a black man. Personally, I'm not attracted to light-skinned men. There's nothing wrong with them. I don't despise them. I'm not calling them ugly. But to me, beauty in a man is black. The darker the skin, the more handsome I find them. The darker the skin, to me, that is the beauty of it all. And for your own information, you need to learn a lot more about the whole colonial process of making the black people believe and despise and self-hate themselves for having black skin. The black women used to be raped during slavery to produce lighter people to work in the houses, whilst all the dark-skinned people were working in the fields. And so black people just developed this notion that, oh, maybe, you know, black skin is ugly. But that era is passing away, guys. Okay? Zimbabwean men. So listen, in a nutshell, what I'm saying to you is, I am not going to take any more nonsense from you people, Zimbabwean men, flaunting your ignorance on Facebook, everywhere, thinking it's something to be prideful that you host the ugliest people on the planet. That Zimbabwe right now, if you go and Google Zimbabwe trending, Mr. Ugly, even fighting, Z-Men, shame on you, fighting for the ugly throne. Well, I am with a Ghanaian man, and he's very dark-skinned, and I love that dark skin. That's what even attracted me to him. His confidence, he knows who he is. Something that I believe, Zimbabwean men, you're gonna have to work more on your confidence. Know your history. It was Black History Month in October. Go back to October. Get your books out. Learn what it means to have black skin, because I'm not taking that from you guys anymore. Thank you guys for watching. Zimbabwean men, there is nothing wrong with having black skin. This is Jean. Bye.